I need a better background. There we go. Hello everyone. Welcome back. Yes, I'm still doing this. My name is Ben. I am a co-owner of Stanky Brothers Studios, and we are making Haurmon, which is exactly what this stream is about. It is a game development stream. We will be working on finishing the quest today because I did not do that yet. That was my bad. But not to worry, today will be done. And I have exciting news. The teleporter texture is finished, so it's going to look really, really good. And I get to put that in today, and I'm really excited. So we're gonna put that in. On another note, who buffed mosquitoes like in real life? I woke up and I was like, hey, my hand's kind of itchy, and the freaking bump was massive. But that's something else entirely. I have a cup of coffee and I am ready to go. I'm excited. Behind the scenes, we will be starting on something very, very cool. I'm excited about. It's gonna affect everything. So that will be done in a week or two or something like that. But until then, I think we should just jump right into putting in that teleporter. That's what I think. Okay. You know, I should have like downloaded it first, really. But what I kind of want to do, just so nothing wonky happens, I kind of want to just delete what I have. Just like wipe it off the map and then kind of redo everything so it works, you know? I think I will do that. I know it took a long time to import last time, but it is what it is. Somebody's got to do it, and it's gonna be me. No. I don't think it'll be that big of a deal. What word did I just say? I don't think it will be that big of a deal because I have all of the logic still here. And that's what's gonna be used. And that has nothing to do with how it looks. So it does have to do with the animations though. So first I'm gonna start this download. I need to make a folder on my computer. Boom. Okay. And now I need to this. Oh. Okay, very cool. Getting exciting. Excuse me. Sorry. Whoa. Download the thing anyways. Okay. So I've just put all of that onto my computer. Okay. Now, here's where we get into this. What I think I want to do this. Let's get rid of this for a sec. Let's not clutter up what we're working with. Let's just go to the viewport. Go to. Let's delete the rig too. I don't know if he used the same rig or whatever. I think I'm just gonna delete it. Yep. Yep. What have I done? You're supposed to delete the stuff inside of it, fam, too. Oh my gosh. There you go. Now we can go to the rig. Also delete that. Should have created problems. Good. More problems. Okay. Whoosh. Now, for here, all of you needs to go. I'm sorry. Yep, and just like that, everything is broken. Just how I like it. It's actually really stressful. Deleting stuff is not the move. Okay. Yep. Yep. Let me bring up that video again. The one that told me how to do this. Oh, holy smokes. Okay. Gotta have it up again.
You'll be in a real engine, and I've got everything already imported in my particular case. So what you want to do, let's just say I make a, making a new folder here.
Yep.
And
folder.
I'll just type in skeleton, okay, whatever. In here, I might want to, right click and import. This, by the way, obviously is only applicable in Unreal Engine 5 because this is where we've got nanite meshes. So in this particular case, this is the export that I've done earlier. It's called nanite skeleton. So this is the skeleton. This is the animation and skeleton. So if you double click that, you leave the skeleton to none. You let these two things being ticked off in here. Make sure the normal import method is set to import normals. Make sure you've got things such as...
Okay. I'm gonna hit myself. Nanite skeleton. Cool. This. Normals.
As the import animation set to on, and then you just press import all, and then...
Awesome. We're gonna do the same thing with the base rig though. Oh, what? Cancel that. Hang on. Don't do that. Skeleton. Okay. Meaning this. That's done. Normals. And this is the first time that I've seen and you guys get to see the base rig skeleton as well. Let me see it. Sheesh! Oh my word. That probably took some time. Dang. Alright, that's a lot. We're not gonna worry about that. Okay. This all looks pretty good. Let's listen to what this dude has to say.
Unreal Engine will pretty much bring all of your meshes in here, and that includes the animation. So if we this is the animation, so if we double click that, if we have...
Oh, by the way, this dude is Arginian's Puzzle Box. If you want to go check out this video, let me show. Let me see if I can get this going for you guys. Here you go. Alright. Arginian's Puzzle Box. How to animate nanite meshes, free tutorial, Unreal Engine 5. This is the dude that I'm
have a look.
following.
This is the animation that we just exported out of Blender, the same one that you saw in Blender being played. Okay, so that's
Cool.
fine. Now you see if you've got a material set up already as well, which is very important as well.
Cool.
We can go back in here and let's make a new folder, and I'm gonna call this high.
Shall we check out the animations though? Let's I'd be lagging. Why is it so purple? Why is it so laggy? Holy smokes. It'd be lagging at the crack right now. It is what it is, I guess. Holy smokes. It's so cool. Alright, back to the video.
Poly. And by the way, the naming convention, obviously you want to work on that. Make sure you use your proper ones. Right now I'm just playing around, just throwing a few things very quickly in here. So in the high poly version, you can right click, import again, and then you select the high poly mesh, which might, in my case is this nanite mesh.
Yeah.
Once you do that, the pop-up will show up. You can build nanite straight away. Definitely don't take the skeletal mesh because you don't want that and you don't have any anyway for this. And then you've got an option over, sorry, let me just find it. Yeah, where it says here, combine meshes. Make sure this is unticked, because if you tick this, all of these meshes that you've exported out of Blender, which were, by the way, individual meshes, as you can see here, all of them were, so all these pieces are based on whatever you're trying to animate. Okay, so all the origins on these pieces doesn't matter, it's just their positioning, but whatever you want to animate from here, it has to be an individual piece. Okay, this is why this thing only works for robotic and mechanical type of structures. Okay, so we don't combine the meshes. We want to have import normals here for the normal import method, and then you press import all.
Got it. So we're about to press that button right here. It could start a very large download. High poly mesh here, which I do kind of want to rename. Poly mesh teleporter. And this nice skeleton. Teleporter. Okay, even just renaming that, it was like, I can't believe you've done this. Oh, because you just moved it. Whoa. Didn't move everything though. Made a whole copy. Delete that. Just this. If it looks laggy to you guys, don't worry, it's laggy for me too. Okay. Yo, what is actually... Give me a hot second. My GPU is being burned to the ground. That thing ain't gonna last longer. Speaking of, I'm gonna open the door, get a little airflow. 1 sec. Let's see if that cools up the place a bit, I've begun to sweat. And what we were doing, going to the high poly mesh. I'm gonna go here. All this. What is this? Portal based nanite? Okay, yes, this is the one that we want. Boom, 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 boom. Don't combine meshes. Normals, not skeletal mesh. Build nanite. You want to do that one like that. I should have hit import all. That was my bad. Oh my word, you guys can't see this, but it's loading. It says importing, we're at 56%. That boy is not moving. I guess we can continue the video, just refresh ourselves on what is going down right now. Bada bing shoo. Yoink. And we're back.
Now I'm not gonna do that again. There's no point. Obviously, it takes a bit of time to bring all these meshes in and then convert them into nanite. So there's no point in me doing that again.
Agreed.
But you get the idea. Once you press import all, I'll show you what the structure of this will look like. Let me just delete this folder. We don't need it. But basically, in nanite mesh, this is how because of this model, it's already set up and it's already in Blender with textures and so on. Unreal will import the materials and it will import the textures, but depending on whatever mesh you're going to be using, you might need to set up the materials for every mesh, the normal procedure for really bringing a character into Unreal Engine. But this is where all the meshes are, and as you can see, they're all by piece, all of these, okay? And they've got all the materials set up.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to set up the materials by hand because we haven't figured out how to do that yet. Still at 57%. Oh my goodness gracious, this thing forever. Let's just watch the video.
If you would bring all of these into a blueprint right now, they would literally be laid into that blueprint.
Exactly.
Blueprint.
Okay.
The blueprint for that's gonna drive this entire process.
Awesome.
I'm going to create over here a new blueprint, and I'm gonna call it B. Well, I'm gonna select actor. Sorry, the first thing you want to do is select actor, and then BP underscore nanite. Let's just call it that. Okay. We double click it. Let me just put this content browser a bit to the side.
Teleport.
And we will bring our new blueprint. Let me just make it a bit bigger in here. We've obviously got nothing within this blueprint. So what we can do, we can press the add button and type in skeletal mesh. Okay. And we can call that maybe something like rig. It's really your choice. Now you see we've got in here a skeletal mesh that you can load. So we can search. Well, we've got nanite skeleton. That's basically it. That's my skeleton for this particular thing. So we can, we can search for it, and now you can see it's been added into the scene. I didn't need to necessarily call it nanite skeleton. Well, one second. I think that the performance is dropping a bit, so I'm just going to switch this over to on lit mode. Okay, that's gonna give me.
That's
I've just got too many open windows now from Unreal Engine with different things. Okay, so we obviously brought the rig over, and it's not animated whatsoever right now because we're not really playing any animation. But over here, you've got an option where it says animation mode, so you can click that and then use animation asset. And in here, we've got the only animation within this project, which is the nanite skeleton animation, which is the one that you saw in Blender. So I've got that going in there. Obviously, you can see it's moving, it's looping, and it's playing. We can change that a bit with how it plays in just a second. But let's first set up the high poly mesh on top of this as well. So in our content browser over here we've got the nanite meshes. Okay, so we can bring these in. But before we do that,
I actually remember how to do this part. 58. It went up 1%. Oh my goodness gracious. That's incredible. Just it is what it is. $59. That was the fastest percent yet.
That we first need to create what I would like to call a bit of a hierarchy structure. So let's just compile this blueprint, then press the add button and type in static mesh and then select it. I will call that body underscore parts. Okay, and then in the that content browser, if I can only find it. Okay, there we go. So in the content browser, I can shift left click all of these, so I can take all of these meshes from here and then drag them over into body parts. As you can see, it highlights when you do that. So now that I've done that, you can actually see all the body parts that we've just added. Okay, and you can see that they're all in here overlapping with the other mesh, but it's just not animating. And this is where we need to use the construction script to put this all together. Okay, now we're going to click the construction script. By the way, this is some really neat stuff. You can really learn some very interesting things by doing this. The first thing we want to do is we want to bring a reverse for each loop node. Okay, this is going to give us an array.
I did forget that it was a reverse.
And it can loop the body, and we can get an array element that we can connect to our attach component to component node, which is basically, when I say component to component, it means it attaches a mesh component to a bone component.
Awesome.
Okay, so we can then type in here get children components, okay, and that's for the that's not for the rig. I need get children components for the body parts, okay. So what we're basically saying here is, tell me in here what are the children of the body parts. So for the body parts, you can see all the children. These are all these meshes are the children, and this gives us an array output. So we can connect that into the array node over here, which is really neat. And then we can bring in attach component to component, and that's for the body parts. Okay, so we bring that over in here, and we can connect this loop body to that. Okay, which
nice part
is
of the video is actually
what
really
we
cool.
really what we
Didn't know
wanted
about
to
it.
do.
Help
Now
me
the
out.
array element, this can connect to the parent. Sorry, the array element can connect to the target. So you don't want the body part to connect in there individually. We want all the entire array element that's within body parts. If we would have just connected this one, then it would be equal to nothing, because body parts doesn't actually have a mesh, but it does have an array of meshes. So we're going to delete that node. And what we want to do, we need to add some stuff in between. This is where the naming convention will help us. So first we bring in a get object, let's type that, yeah, get object name. And then we can connect the array element. So we're taking the object name of every array element within within the body parts. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And then we want to replace. So we need to get this string node and just
have
connect
match
it.
up. Ooh, nice. Okay, kind of finished.
Then we want to duplicate this over here. Okay, and then connect this to this one. Now what we're doing here is we're basically saying,
okay, hang on, I can't do two things at once. Don't combine meshes, import normals, build nanite, import all. Awesome. Awesome.
we are taking the nanite mesh. So I'm
Take
just
out
going to
the
click that.
beginning part.
F2 so I can go into rename mode, or you
know
can
that
just
happened.
right click and just say rename. And then I'm going to select all of this nanite underscore mesh underscore sm underscore. So I'm just gonna control C that and then paste it into from in here. Okay.
Cool.
And then over here,
Turned
I'm
into
going to put
nothing.
underscore. By the way, don't be tricked by the
Take out the-
underscore. When we exported these meshes out of Blender, they were .r, but now they're underscore. Don't be fooled by that, because it's this, in this particular case, it's the same thing. Okay, so we've got foot.r here. Okay, now when we select the return value to the socket name, you will notice that this.
One thing that you guys also need to know that I didn't know, but you guys probably already know, is that a name, so as opposed to like a string, doesn't have any spaces. It always takes out the spaces when you convert like that. Keep that in mind.
Library has been added where it converts a string to a name
Yes,
value.
I screwed
Now, in
some
terms of the
stuff up because of
location,
that.
rotation, and scale, we want to change these to keep world, and then deselect world simulated bodies as well. Okay, now we don't have a parent, so the parent needs to be the rig. So we can connect that over in there, and then let's just hit. Oh, by the way, keep these to ignore case. Okay, so it's not case sensitive, meaning that if you have uppercase or lowercase, it will work. Okay, it doesn't matter. Now we're just going to press compile, and let's go back in the viewport, and wouldn't you know it, it works, apart from one small problem. As you can see, this particular mesh isn't working, and I've left that on purpose, really, because I wanted to show you guys why this is happening. Now, if we go back in Blender and we have a look at this hip over here, let's just hide the high body and bring in the skeleton. Click the skeleton, go into pose mode, and select this bone, which is where that hip is. This is called hip.l. Okay, now in Unreal Engine, this mesh is called leg underscore hip underscore L. That's why it's not working. So you can rename this right here in the blueprint and delete the underscore leg. That's it. It's now done. It's working. You see that? Just very, very simple, because we're now using the proper naming convention. But we've got another problem. Obviously, we've got our board, our rig showing up. So this is where you can double click the M skeleton, This is the material, okay?
Cool. This
And
part actually helped
in
me
the
too.
material, oh sorry, just need to bring it here.
Don't know that
Change
much
the
about,
material
like, raw
type from
calls and
a
that sort of
opaque
thing.
to a masked. You got opacity mask over here. Press 1 on the keyboard and left click. It's got the value of 0. Put that into the opacity mask and press apply. And just like magic, the mesh is gone because the mesh is now invisible. Okay, we're not using translucent material, which is more costly. We're just using a simple masked object. Okay, now in the Valley of the Ancients demo, they've used a cube and a skeleton. We're using an entire mesh and the skeleton. Big difference. Obviously, the cube is hidden somewhere within the ancient. I've just found a different way of just hiding my original mesh. And okay, there are some problems here. Okay, you can see that, but that problem isn't there because of this setup that we've done. That problem is there because the positioning or the mesh deformation that I've done isn't great. Because again, I've sort of rushed this, so to speak, to make something viable. And as you can see, potentially this joint shouldn't even be able to turn that way anyway from a mechanical point of view. So obviously you are going to have to put some work into your meshes to make them work properly, okay? But for demonstration purposes, this is obviously what we've done now, and it works just great. I'm not sure if you can actually move these. Oh yeah, it allows you to move it, but it breaks the effect a bit. Okay, so that I would say that's pretty much done. Now
wait, go back. I think I missed.
Think about this anime.
What if you move?
Okay. These, oh yeah, and it works just great. I'm not sure if you can actually move these. Oh yeah, it allows you to move it, but it breaks the effect of it. Okay, so that I would say that's pretty much done. Now one thing about mesh, what you could do is go to the event graph. Much done. Now one thing about this animation, if you want to have different animations playing, on your mesh, what you could do is go to the event graph. And then you've got an event tick in here that you can use that event begin play, but I'm going to show you for tick. What you want to do is search for set play rate. Okay, connect that into the event tick, and we need a target. Actually, I didn't look for the right set animation. Play rate. So you've got set play rate for the rig. Okay, so that's what you need. This is the one. Okay, and then connect this over like that, and then we have a rate value in here. So what you can do, maybe do a float from random float in range. So that's gives you two values. So this is a value between a 0 and 0 at the minute. We can connect this over in here. And then over here, maybe add, let me just have a look, 2 variables. And I'm going to call that one animation speed 0.1. Change it to a float. Right click and duplicate. Okay. And we can obviously call that 0.2. And then drag it into here. Connect them both. Press compile, and then in the animation speed we can give it a default value of 0.2 and 1, and then press compile. So then what happens is, let me just take this away, and I am going to have a look at the BP Nanite is the new one that we've made. Gonna drop into the scene. It's quite large, so let me just bring my menu back up, okay, like that. So I'm going to make it a bit smaller. Give me 1 second, maybe like a 0.3. And this is the new blueprint that we've created. Obviously, this entire ship deck is a bit at an angle, so it's not looking very good from that point. Okay, but if we press play right now, you can see this is also moving. Okay, so this is now moving just like that.
Quick pause. Be real. Smile, guys. Bada bing, bada boom.
the rest of them.
That's over
With that animation. One thing in here, if you go back into your blueprint and with the animation speed, you've got these eye drops here, sorry, these eyes here. If you press that and then compile again, you will be able to see those in here. So you can now set up new values.
But
okay, and for every blueprint that you have. So now I've set up a 1 to 5, so it will just simply go haywire with the amount of the animation speed. So I can put that to 50.
Oh, it didn't save?
It's just selecting a sort of a random
Hang on.
float. As you can see, it's going mental, okay? So yeah, well, let me just stop it because it's just going crazy. Event ticks are generally quite costly, so you might want to use a different approach to set up these animation speeds, but I just wanted to prove a very quick point on that. So that's pretty much the end of the tutorial. I hope you guys found it useful. I'm sure some of you will learn something from this.
Very useful, actually, good sir. I appreciate it greatly. And if you guys want to go check it out again, it's Arginian's Puzzle Box. It's only got like 1,300 views. I don't know how many people are building a video game. So oh, it finished. Holy smokes. It's go time. Nobody panic. I see now why it took a while. Holy smokes, dude. What is all of this? How? So I think we have a small issue here. Oh, and I know you guys can't see that, but why is that phone on? New. Go back. The second level. Okay, I should be good. Did it ruin anything? Okay, maybe. Not too bad. Not close. Okay, so here's my issue with this. There's a butt ton of static meshes. And I have one texture. So if I go into one of these, that's going to bother the ever-living everything out of me. Hang on. I'm restarting Unreal. There's... I'm not doing that right now. Nope. Okay, let's reopen that and not have a giant pink or purple blooming bright light in my face. Okay. And we're back. Let's go back here. So we take this first floor piece. Holy smokes. Just on 3. There you go. First floor piece. And oh wait. Hang on guys, I might be kind of stupid. Okay. Now with that activated, dang, Unreal's, oh my. Can I have it back, please? Do you want to give me more than 2 frames a second? That would be fantastic. Oh, there you go. Yeah, no, it just works. It looks like there's a bit of quality loss in the conversion, but it works. So I was definitely wrong, which in this case, I love being wrong. Okay. What we also gotta do though, to open up this. This is wild. It doesn't usually do this. It is really struggling. I have to be doing something different. No, it's just this. It's just unreal. I'm sure there's a really good reason. Facts. Okay. This is the color. Yo. Color. This is definitely the normal. Yo. Why is it so laggy? Can I just do that special magic that he did? Unlit. I'm gonna be real with you, Chief. That didn't help at all. I'm going to the task manager. What is wrong? Yeah, it's just the stream. Go into the normal. This is the occlusion roughness metallic. Do I have it? Yes. This metallic, and this is gonna take over. Boom. That's that looks fantastic. Don't you think so? Yeah. Okay. So now that that is all done, we have to do some fun stuff. One thing that I kind of want to check real quick. Yo, for some reason, today, the stream is just really sucking my computer dry. I can't even move this. What does this look like? Okay. I think maybe I need to adjust. I think maybe I need to adjust some things on the stream so that I can use Unreal. This is pretty crazy right now. Oh, it's just glitched. That's actually really good to know. Okay. I need to memorize this. Yes, collision. All but road spline. Interactable object. Cool. Shoot. Okay, let's work some magic. So actually over here. It's, oh wait, we have to scale it. Skeletal mesh. Focus the pillars. Rig. Another one. I love Unreal. Mesh called the base rig. Not inside of it. What the? This is. Okay, close this. Here we go. So the pillars rig. The pillars rig. Great. Somehow that don't look right. What? Okay. Interesting. That looks a lot better. Even so, I just need to zero everything out. That looks a lot better. And then the base rig. Let's see it. I'm actually excited for this one. Okay. Quarter pillar base. Boom. Now this we also need to fix. I think when he was just editing it in whatever editor that he uses. Yes! Look at how freaking sick that looks. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be so cool. This is going to be so cool. Oh my gosh. Okay, now we need a couple of other things. Compile that. Save that. Add. I can't spell and I can't see it. Mesh. All this. You know what? I'm so unhappy with that. I'm just gonna delete it. You can leave. Please close that. Here, add static mesh. We'll call this pillars mesh. And then need another static mesh. This base mesh. Why does it open this every time? I don't want to see you. I don't want to see you. I'm sorry. I do not care. So one thing that we're actually going to wait a minute. Okay, we're definitely gonna have to try something to see if we can make it work. But until then, I want to see it. Oh my gosh. Okay. Thing for the teleporter is right. Everything for the base. Just selected. Let's drag that sucker in here. Boom! Go. Relax. Yo, I think there's like a reset. Oh. That's like this, right? Sick. Wait, what? Oh my word. Why did it? What am I even undoing? There you go. Base mesh. Perfect. I'm going to delete you now. I'm just gonna take a photo. Because I don't need you anymore. Okay. We gotta say goodbye to these crystals that we thought were gonna be very important, but are not going to be because they don't look good. Goodbye, old Haurmon. Now we need to come back in here. Everything selected. Oh, shoot. Something's just happened. I selected the entire thing. Not what I want to see. Okay. Whoa, wait, that looks all... Does that not look different? Does that not look really, really different? That's cool. So when I bring everything in here and I do it under the base mesh, I want it under the base mesh. Are you dumb? Okay, no, I definitely want you deleted. And you're gone. Okay. So I don't know why I can't make this. How does he do it?
And type in skeletal rig. Performance is dropped. An option where it says it's moving, it's looping, and it's playing. We can change that a bit with how it plays. So in our content browser over here we've got the nanite meshes. Okay, so we can bring these in, but before we do that, we first need to create what I would like to call a bit of a hierarchy, and type in static mesh. Okay.
Okay.
And then in the that content browser, if I can only find it. Okay, there we go. So in the content browser, I can shift left click all of these, so I can take all of these meshes from here and then drag them over into body parts. As you can see, it highlights when you do that. So
see, why his just worked? His just like, ta-da. I'm gonna create a hierarchy myself. That was an interesting noise. There's something called like a folder. Okay, let's have it highlighted. Like that's the one that we want to drop it into. Base mesh. And now we have all of these. Yes! Yes! Okay, I get that I just dropped a butt ton of really high poly. It's not working. Hey, we're friends, right? Real? Buddy?